Hello everyone, it's Rayna. As you probably already know, if you're following me and watching my videos, I used to have depression, anxiety, panic attacks, burnout, and an eating disorder. I started this channel in order to raise awareness and help you understand why are you struggling with mental health issues, or help you get better by giving you some helpful tools and ideas. Of course, I'm not a therapist or a doctor, I'm just a human being who had mental health issues, who was lucky to get over this terrible episode of my life, and now I'm comfortable enough to share my story, my experiences, and hopefully help you. Now, I have talked about different reasons that can trigger mental health issues, but I haven't talked about stress yet. And stress is something we all experience more often than not. According to the Cambridge Dictionary, stress is a great worry caused by difficult situation or something that causes this condition. So you can agree with me that stress, pressure, discomfort in our day-to-day life is a huge trigger to anxiety, depression, and burnout, right? Years ago, I came across a video of Dr. Abraham Twersky on responding to stress and fear. He tells us about how lobsters grow. He says that the lobster lives in a rigid shell that does not expand. So, when the lobster grows, its shell becomes uncomfortable. It feels pressure and discomfort, so it goes under a rock, casts off its shell, and produces a new one. And it does this several times during its life. Dr. Twersky says the stimulus for the lobster to be able to grow is that it feels uncomfortable. And he adds that times of stress are also times that are signals for growth, and if we use adversity properly, we can grow through adversity. Check out the video. It's very short, only a minute and a half, but I find it very insightful. I'll try to link it here in the corner for you, and I'll put the link down below in the description box. Dr. Twersky gives a very insightful message, only I don't fully agree with him. Let me tell you a quick story. I studied law in the Sorbonne in Paris, aiming for a career as a lawyer in some European institution or in a big law firm in Paris or in Brussels. I went to Paris right after graduating from high school. I was 18 years old, alone, in an incredible yet unknown city. Needless to say that the whole experience was stressful. The studies weren't easy either, and at some point of my university education I had to work, so very, very stressful. After graduating from university, I started an internship in a big law firm in Brussels, and I was telling myself that this was going to be a huge opportunity for me, for my career or my CV. It was underpaid though, but I was still working hard, giving up my best, but still my boss was antagonizing me for some reason. Not only that, but he was yelling at me, and his behavior towards me was very hurtful and unacceptable. I don't want to go into details, but trust me, it was hurtful. He was a bully, and I was already in a difficult state of mind, so it really got to me, you know? It was during this time that I had 2 burnouts in 6 months, when I had my first full-blown panic attack, when I sank in deep depression. After my internship ended, I ran back home to Bulgaria, and I was a mess. I was literally crying under the coffee table, and one day my mom, who at the beginning couldn't understand what was happening to me, said enough is enough. She was the one to suggest therapy, by the way, so I went, and honestly, to me it was life-saving. Now, let's go back to the video about how the lobster grows only because he feels uncomfortable. Yes, discomfort and stress are indeed signals for us to grow, but in order to do so, we need to be able to take action. The lobster is the one who takes action, the one who hides under the rock to cast off its shell and to produce a new one. But I was in a very dark and scary place, under a huge pressure, under a lot of stress, and with mental illnesses. I wasn't able to take action for myself anymore, so my mom did. She took action to research and to suggest therapy. She took action from the position of love and care. In other words, in order to be able to grow through adversity, we need the right mindset. We need to be in the position of love and care in order to be able to take action and to take care of ourselves when we are under pressure, when we are under stress, when we experience mental health issues. Let me repeat, in order to grow through stress and adversity, we need the right mindset. We need to be in a position of love and care towards ourselves. So please give yourself enough time, compassion, and kindness. Can you relate to my story? Have you been in a similar position or situation? How did you overcome it? Please let me know in the comments down below. I'd really love to read your stories and your suggestions. I truly believe that sharing our stories is helpful towards ourselves and to others. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please give me a thumbs up if you found it helpful and don't hesitate to share it around. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please consider subscribing and make sure you click on the notification bell so you won't miss my next video about mental health. And until then, take care of yourselves both physically and mentally. Bye!